Hello and welcome back to the channel. I see there are a lot of new people who have joined us, and I want to thank you guys so much for liking and subscribing. You guys are the cherry on my sundae, the cheese on my veggie burger, and I am excited to have you guys here today because we are doing something super fun that I've been wanting to do for a little while. If you have any questions on anything that you see me using today, please feel free to ask. Otherwise, I have done a video unboxing the kiln I'm going to be using. I've done a video on the 3-in-1 casting machine. I have talked about my wax carving tools. I actually showed you the 3D printer that I am using. It is the Bambu A1 Mini, which I have been really happy with, but if you want to see me unbox that and set that up, that is a different video. So you guys get the picture. I have put a lot of that down there in a playlist for you. So if you want to see more information on those specific things, you can watch those videos. So otherwise, we're just going to do a quick cast of a couple of rings. I really have a couple of things I want to see. I want to see if the texture comes out okay. We have a couple variables. This is just going to be a fun learning experience for both of us because I have actually never tried to cast any sort of 3D print. So a little housekeeping. I am just using basic white generic PLA filament in the printer. And up until this point, if you've watched in the other casting videos, I have been using Prestige Oro powder, and it has the little gold label. This time I'm gonna be using Prestige Optima. When I ran out of investment last time, I did a little research, and I could be wrong. I'm not a casting expert, but I was reading that that might be maybe like a better multi-purpose investment to use. So we will find out today if it is or not. So I'm just going to get 3D printing. I'm gonna sprue all that stuff up. Then I'm going to, do the regular casting process that I have been doing. I'm gonna speed through that a little bit just because I've shown you guys in other videos. But if you want to see like a more detailed version of me casting with my home setup here, that is a video that editing Lauren will put somewhere above me. One more quick little thing I want to mention. So because I have the Bambu Lab 3D printer, I am going to be using the Maker Studio, and I'll show you like a couple little clips of what it looks like. I'll take you through the whole process. I'm not going to be drafting anything new. We're just going to be taking a few existing examples and trying them out. So let me know down below, do you have a favorite CAD software that you would recommend? I've been hearing good things about Fusion, something that's maybe good for a beginner. I will say I have used some CAD programs before, but I mean, Tukatech or Optitex, those are for clothing, and I don't know if they're really going to translate into these programs. I saw Rhino like once or twice, so other than that, I'm open to suggestions. Otherwise, I'm going to try to just do a little research and familiarize myself with that. And then once I get a little more proficient, I'll maybe share that with you and then share more of that process. But otherwise, without further ado, let's get to work. So I'm on my laptop using Bambu Studio, which you'll have to download and not in the Bambu Handy app. From the home screen here, you can just click the online models and scroll to find something you'd like to print. Select your printer up here, then click download and open. Once you open the print, you can look at it in different angles. After clicking on the ring, I can select scale from the options up here, and I can either type in my own measurements or select the model itself and make it bigger or smaller by just holding the mouse and dragging the corners. After you make the changes, you can hit slice plate, then print plate. Now for the fun part, let's print. I decided to print 3 different rings today just to do a little testing. One that has some thinner parts, one that's more basic, and one with really small details. All right, so if it'll focus, right in the back, there was where I pulled the support off, and it was pretty rough. So I sanded it a little bit with the file, like the metal file. And then I actually put like a thin coating of Ferris wax here, just where it's really rough. And then I'm just gonna go over that with a little sandpaper just to smooth that out. I think that might help so we don't see so much of that texture. But I'm only going to do that just where I think it's the worst. I think the rest of that might be okay to just buff out with my flex shaft. But we will find out, won't we? Also, in the little area where the hands, I kind of have a little iffy bit where the fingers are. I'm just going to take a little Ferris wax and kind of add on so that the fingers look a little bit more complete. I guess maybe I wasn't careful enough, or it was just kind of where the supports were placed. But yeah, I'm sure I just wasn't as cautious as I should have been removing the supports. So I'm just going to fix that, and then you'll watch me sprue the rest of this up, and we'll go ahead and get casting. Hopefully this is okay. It's kind of a weird sprue. I know the rule is usually to sprue it to like the fattest part facing down, you know? I don't know if I explained that right, but the fattest part is what you want like closer to like the base of the tree. And I think these little hands are actually thinner, a little thinner than this. So if you can see how I did that, I kind of sprued it to the palm in there. So I don't know, I guess we're gonna see if it comes out okay, huh? We're gonna find out together. My gasket is looking like garbage. This is looking super, super raggedy. So I need to replace it. This side doesn't look so bad. But in the meanwhile, this is a graphite gasket, and I'm gonna sit it right on top to kind of protect it. And this is supposed to just protect this so it does, this one I guess doesn't get beat up so fast. But yeah, these don't last forever. But hopefully this helps today. All right, guys, so I lost a little bit here. That's not too bad, though. Two out of 3 ain't bad. And look, we actually, let's see if you can see this. Did we get the hands? You see the hands? Look at that. Look at those little baby fingers. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, so I like this one. I like this one. This could have been a sprueing error, but let's clean this up. So far, so great. I think I'm pretty happy with this, especially for my first 3D print cast. All right, so I would call this pretty much a smashing success. I did lose some of this one ring. I'm sure, hopefully I'll put the clip in where I zoomed in a little bit. And I think that's more of a testament to, it was just areas where it's very thin. I have found that sometimes very thin things, I have trouble casting those successfully. But you can see there is some texture. The texture is showing up. And some of that could be the print, but I think some of that is I was printing with a 0.4 millimeter nozzle, and I probably could have maybe gotten something a little bit more refined with a 0.2 millimeter nozzle. So that's something to maybe keep in mind for next time. Otherwise, I would say that I got some pretty good clean casting out of this. You can even see on here where I tried to kind of get some of that texture out with the wax. So this will be interesting to see what these pieces look like when I clean them up. Who knows? Honestly, at this point, I have a pile of things I need to clean up, and I haven't had a time set aside to clean them up yet. So that should probably be a whole video, is like polishing stuff. Let me know down below if that's something you would care to see. So anyway, but that's a variable. And I think that this worked out really well. This makes me really excited to learn a CAD program where I can actually design some stuff, because I already have a few ideas in mind. But yeah, I am really happy with this, and I think this was fantastic. I had a lot of fun making this, and I hope that you really enjoyed watching it, or you got some value out of this. And let me know down below if you have any questions or comments for me. I try to do my very best to sit down maybe like once a week and try to answer some questions. So I have some exciting stuff coming up. I actually was thinking it's starting to get warmer out, and I know some of you might be concerned if you have a similar setup and you're not in a space that's air conditioned, how to do casting without, it being too hot to cast. So I might show you guys a couple of other different methods of casting, and it's really fun for me because I'm just kind of like refreshing myself. So I am excited for that. Otherwise, I think today was fantastic. This was a great cast. It's a long day. It's a 13-hour burnout, but it feels worth it when you have some cool stuff that comes out. That's gonna be it for me today. I will see you guys in the next one. Go forth, be kind, be creative.